This is the horrifying recent true story of a couple and their dog. They were out on a week-long camping trip, but on day 5 of the trip, they were fatally mauled to death by a grizzly bear. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. This is the fatal attack on Doug Inglis and Jenny Gusse, alongside their precious dog. Welcome to Exclusion. In the heart of Canada's Banff National Park, a place of immense natural beauty and unparalleled wilderness, an agonizing chapter unfolded that would be etched into the annals of the park's history. Doug Inglis and Jenny Gusse, deeply in love with each other and the great outdoors, met a fate that sent shockwaves through the serene landscape. The couple, known as Doug and Jenny to their loved ones, shared a love that transcended ordinary bonds. They were kindred spirits, drawn together not only by their affection for each other, but by an insatiable passion for the wild. A family member, choosing to remain anonymous, shared their sentiments. They lived for being in the backcountry and were two of the most cautious people I know. They knew bear protocol and followed it to a T. Their journeys into the untamed wilderness were meticulously planned, and their adventures were well documented. While in the backcountry, they checked in daily, reassuring their loved ones that they were safe. On that fateful Friday, at 5 p.m., they sent a notification that they had safely arrived at their campsite, nestled in the Red Deer River Valley, an area characterized by steep cliffs and rugged terrain to the west of Hartinda Ranch. However, as night descended upon the park, their idyllic campsite turned into the scene of a horrifying tragedy. Park staff received a distress notification from a satellite device, a cry for help following a bear attack. A highly specialized team trained to handle wildlife attacks was swiftly dispatched, but they were met with adversity in the form of relentless weather conditions, rendering their helicopters useless. Undeterred, the team embarked on a harrowing journey by foot, navigating the treacherous terrain throughout the night. They arrived at the remote campsite at approximately 1 a.m. on Saturday morning, their flashlights cutting through the inky darkness. What they encountered would haunt their memories forever. A grisly scene where Doug, Jenny, and their loyal dog had tragically perished in a brutal encounter with a grizzly bear. The bear, displaying unnerving signs of aggression, posed a significant threat to public safety. In a somber decision, Parks Canada authorities determined that the bear had to be euthanized. Hours later, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, arrived at 5 a.m. to transport the victims to Sunder, Alberta, a town nearly 50 miles east of the fatal attack. Grizzly bears, among the largest bear species globally, are awe-inspiring creatures that dominate their wilderness territories. Adult males can weigh between 600 to 1,500 pounds, 270 to 680 kilograms, with some exceptional individuals tipping the scales at over 2,000 pounds, 907 kilograms. What truly sets them apart is their formidable strength, capable of overpowering most animals and bringing down large prey such as moose and bison with their powerful jaws and razor-sharp claws. Their territorial nature means that encroaching upon their domain can be perilous, as they aggressively defend their turf. Besides their terrestrial prowess, grizzlies are also surprisingly adept swimmers, capable of traversing long distances in the water. This aquatic ability makes it challenging for potential prey to evade them by crossing rivers or lakes. Their olfactory senses are nothing short of extraordinary, estimated to be 7 times better than those of a bloodhound, enabling them to detect scents from miles away and track down elusive food sources. Grizzly bears have an omnivorous diet, indulging in a diverse array of foods. Fish, particularly salmon, are a staple, especially during spawning season when they perform the iconic salmon-catching spectacle at riverbanks. They also relish the sweet bounty of berries, devouring them from bushes and shrubs. Plants, insects, and the occasional larger mammal complete their diet, making them remarkably adaptable to different ecosystems. Parks Canada, in a heartfelt statement, expressed their deepest condolences to the families and friends of Doug and Jenny, acknowledging the profound tragedy that had befallen the park. This sorrowful incident marked the first fatalities within the borders of Banff National Park in half a century. While the region had experienced a series of bear attacks during the summer of 1980, including a fatal one attributed to the infamous Black Grizzly of Whiskey Creek, such incidents had become exceedingly rare over the years. Bears, experts explained, typically retreated from an area after a defensive attack, often when startled by humans. However, in this tragic case, the bear remained in close proximity to the victims, a behavior inconsistent with the norm. Predatory attacks by bears were considered exceptionally rare. In the aftermath of the incident, biologists would conduct a necropsy of the bear, and Parks Canada would meticulously investigate the site to ascertain the sequence of events leading to the tragic outcome. Kim Titchener, a close friend of Doug and Jenny's family and the founder of Bear Safety and Moray, shed light on the dynamics of bear behavior in the autumn. As the season transitioned, bears entered a phase known as hyperphagia, marked by an insatiable appetite as they prepared for the hibernation period ahead. This feeding frenzy, popularly celebrated during Fat Bear Week, was their last-ditch effort to accumulate enough fat reserves to endure the harsh winter months. People sometimes think, "Oh, it's getting cold out, so we're not going to run into bears." But they're still in the valley bottoms, feeding on vegetation, and you can certainly encounter them, Titchener explained. While seasons played a role in bear behavior, Titchener emphasized that the sheer number of people heading outdoors was the primary factor contributing to an increase in human-bear encounters. In Banff, there are only 60 grizzly bears and less than 1,000 in Alberta. They're a threatened species. People say we have too many bears. No, we have too many people, Titchener lamented, underscoring the importance of bear safety courses that a majority of backcountry enthusiasts neglected to take. Half the time when people get attacked by carnivores, they're doing something that's risky or they don't have the right gear. But at times, and I suspect this was the case, you have something tragic where it's the wrong place, wrong time. In the heart of Banff National Park, where the line between untamed beauty and unforeseen peril blurred, the memory of Doug and Jenny would forever serve as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human exploration and the wild, unpredictable forces of nature. Their story was etched into the park's history, a haunting testament to the power and enigma of the natural world.